Hello guys, it's OKB. First of all, if you just want to see the fights, there's a link in the description. It'll take you straight there. For the rest of you guys, today I'm going to be doing something called space-time rankings, and that is basically what you do when you try to rank up in space-times. I'm around 200 in ranking, a little lower. Some of my accounts are at 300. Around that range, you get to see a lot of different interesting teams. Let's take a look. So, I mean, here we have Jiraiya, Sam. No, I think that's Young Adult Jiraiya. Six Pass teams, Grassman. There's a variety of teams here that you don't see out in other modes. So it's kind of like ranked battles, except with just one team. I picked out about 6 fights to show you guys and to analyze. And just to analyze and talk about. I'll show you the fight, and then talk about it. Also, I would like you guys to pick your favorite team out of these 6, and give it a rating from beginning to 6th path. Okay, let's begin. Alright guys, so this is Susanoo Itachi, Shisui, and Fire main team. It's a very strong control team, and then like Eureka doesn't really matter, so he's off in the corner as a little tank. You have super armor in front and a dodge in the second, and then you have the guy who doesn't matter, taking the rest of the damage. So it's a fairly good team. As you can see, he has a lot of control, but he can't remove debuffs, and that's why my lightning main is doing pretty well against him. Now, another thing you want to notice is my Fu. I picked him out especially, but against, I guess he just can't control certain types of, like if you have 2 abilities against him, he'll only be able to control 1, and so that could be a problem. Oh, and my Hokage Minato did pretty well there. But after round 2, he will be able to control well, and so I guess it's still a fairly good team, because I'm not able to do a lot of combos on any of his important ninjas, like Shisui. See, like, now he's able to control me there, again and again, with both Itachi and Shisui. I think for damage it's pretty good, but you're relying too much on standard attacks here. So, Shisui's damage barrier is nice. Susanoo Itachi's standard is nice, so is Shisui's, but it just doesn't seem enough. Okay, so now, he has a 3rd mystery there. I think it would be better if he supported the rest of the team with that mystery. And once again, in a drawn-out battle, I think it's a fair team, but I think it's my win because I have, I guess I just have, my control is not even better, but it's simply placed better. Susanoo Itachi is nice for interrupting, but he's not like Kakuzu. And also, I believe Shisui would aim at the same area. So, that double control, it's meh. This team needs more damage. But in terms of control, it's pretty good. In terms of durability, it's pretty good. In terms of scaling, as you can see, it's fairly good. Yeah, let's see how this turns out. Ooh, yeah, double controlled. Yeah, see, Fu really is a unique ninja. And yeah, you can see the control is working here, so he's winning. But he does have higher power, so if I had higher power and I won the barrier, his Susanoo Itachi probably would have lost, and that is a key weakness. Not enough defense or resistance. He's trying to make up with that with control, but the other side might have. Okay, this is a wacko team, but it worked surprisingly well. I don't even know how to talk about this. This is control against control team, but I do have some decent. Well, my damage is ordinary, but yeah. This guy's power is higher than mine, so it does make a fair difference. But as you can see, like he's relying on those clones to gain chakra. His interrupt can't be interrupted, so he actually does damage. And oh, ouch, double, right? I also go for the Fu, so it's like Fu against Fu. But now he gets all Sasori, and he has all these. He just has so much on the board right now. Status Reflect. I mean, I'm getting rid of his clones now, but as you can see, in his round 2, he doesn't have too much to worry about. His Sasori, though, is a little bit hard to kill, as is. He's using his Fire main as the main damage source. And so, it is risky in that you can blitz the bottom, but if you're able to pull off that Lightning main and then keep on controlling your opponents with your ouch. See, constant control. Fair damage, you're stopping chases, you're chaosing people, and then you're continuously firing off the 7-hit mystery. It's pretty good for free to play as long as you have a lot of control. I mean, a lot of damage stats on your fire main. So you can see, I was pretty surprised to be beaten by this, but my team is a little bit of a specialist. So against a normal team, something else, it might not work. But these are just normal ninjas. I mean, broken through, sure, but these are just normal ninjas. Free-to-play players can really just learn from these guys. And that's it. Alright guys, here we have a standard Kushina team with Shisui, and then Killer Bee. So Kushina is basically the most buffed, but Shisui does a fair amount of control. I'm assuming this is going to be gaining chakra on the Lightning main. And, ooh, okay, so he does interrupt position 2. Killer Bee goes off and does something else. But that chakra gain gives... Okay, so this is pretty good because if you're drained in chakra, your Lightning main can gain him back, and then he'll be able to use his mystery. Okay, yeah, so Kushina is buffed. I think Shisui is second buffed, from what I see. Okay, also from this. So, after Shisui fires off his mystery, Kushina will be able to use hers after the Lightning main gains chakra. And once again, you can't drain it unless you control the Lightning main. And so he's pretty much wrecking my team right now because I did put... I mean, my initiative is lower and his power is higher, but they are able to consistently push off mysteries while making it pretty hard for us to interrupt them. Okay, and then Killer Bee is, I think he gets interrupted in round 1 if you use Interrupt Mystery. So that's a good deterrent. And yeah, I mean, that should be pretty much it. My Shuriku is, holding out, but it's not enough because Kushina scales. And yeah, the constant healing is also nice. He's running Leech, and then he has the Mystery Heal. And then, yeah. Hey guys, this is a standard moderate team, sort of standard. It's with Earth main. This is a pretty interesting team. So the way it goes is Iruka uses his mystery, right? Interrupting actually doesn't matter as much. So he doesn't interrupt me, but he's able to get that chakra from Madara's ability, and then he double attacks so that Minato can get his mystery cooldown go down by 1, as you can see here. And he does a lot of damage. He really stacked that Minato. And Minato can't be stopped with an auto battle so easily because he has dodge. He also has shields, and that's buffed by the Earth main. So he has like 70% ninjutsu and an attack increase. as you can see, like he really destroyed my team. Even though I had Chiriku, and you know the lightning main resistance buff. His power is higher, but that much damage is pretty. I wouldn't say insane, but it's really high. Look at that, 5,000s or so with the critical hits. And so yeah, this is sort of a round 1 team. Its weakness is probably going to be like Summit Madara or something like that. Han. Well, actually, Han. I don't know. You would still have to have something else with Han. Dodge teams, or maybe like a Conan, broken through Conan that stops him from getting an extra mystery, something like that. Hey guys, so this is a Shisui, Itachi, and Maskman team. It's a bit of a control team. It was very interesting to fight against, but it was also a little easy to control against. Reason being, I have Lightning main position 1 with Acupuncture. But I think he was going for damage, or she was going for damage. As you can see, Shisui is position 1, so that's sort of stacked. The combo is pretty strong. You do it with Maskman, who ignores some defensive resistance, so it's extra strong. And then you have Anbu Itachi, and then only Maskman is not immune. So it's a fairly solid team. The only problem with that is if you meet somebody who can remove debuffs, or remove buffs, then I guess you might just get controlled that way. Let's see. So okay, you have Shisui going, and then you have another strong combo in round 2. So this is a fairly balanced combo attack throughout round 1, 2, and 3, I believe. So yeah, as you can see, a Blitz would just... You might kill Shisui around 1, and that's a bit of a problem. You're leaving him open. He has Dodge, which is nice. He has fair amount of damage, which is also nice. Maskman will also stop most mysteries because most people put it on. Most people don't put round 1 interruption mysteries, and yeah, they don't. They just don't do that. But I did. So as you can see, he had a little bit of difficulty. Okay, so the Itachi's also a team hitter, which is nice. So he has a lot of area. He has 2 area attacks, 1 control. And then one guy who I think should probably just... I don't know, I feel like the Lightning main should probably just gain Chakra and then try to do Chidori Blade, so that if one of his ninjas are controlled, then you can use Chidori Blade at the end. Yeah. So as you can see, her power is lower than mine by 3,000, 30,000, something, 20,000 probably. But because she gave me that gap, you know, I was able to win. Hey guys, and this is 3rd Raikage. Okay, so this is very, very standard. Use Earth Main to boost his attack, and then you have a barrier, and then you have Samui. So his attack is actually, and Ninjutsu, is buffed by 30%, 40%, and another 40%, I think. Something like 100%. So that's quite the buff, alright? The only problem with this team is that it's a one-trick. Yeah, it's pretty much a one-trick thing. Because after 3rd Raikage uses his mystery, and, you know, he has a pretty good combo. Especially with Samurai, you have like tag and everything. So immune teams would do sort of well against this. You need some level of defense. He also has super armor, but the problem is he's a one-trick pony, and what that means is that he can sort of be used in one way. I'm sure there's other ways, but with him as a center, you just have to put him as the front. And here's another problem. Daru is throwing off his mystery first, and he's position 3. That allows me to control him. That is a problem. Maybe that won't be a problem if you're fighting a solo team or something, but this is a problem in ranked battles or space-time rankings like this. And so as you can see, oh, now he's not even using his mystery in round 3. That is another problem. You know, his mystery is strong. Like that's part of what makes him so strong. But if you're setting up and you're not able to get him to use his mystery, well, that's a big problem. I think this team would have done better if you had set up so that he could use the mystery round 2 as position 1. But unfortunately, that's not the case. This was, I believe this was an old meta that was very strong. But now the other eye, his son, 4th Raikage, is better, and partly because he's broken through, but also because he's able to attack multiple times and just he's just able to hit more people and combo out. I think this Raikage has more combo, but he's able to combo out with other ninjas. And yeah, I mean, I believe one of the popular combos was 3rd Raikage and 4th Raikage. If you're able to support both of them at the same time, they're going to have a very strong combo. Very good against 6 paths, I believe. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this team. Okay, this team, I actually did a video on this team, sort of, with Lightning Main, called the Uchiha Blades. It's the first video I did when I started to become a YouTuber and was serious about it. That was my first serious video. This is a pretty good team. It still works, but I think the arena rank went from 6 paths to like cage or super cage, somewhere around there. As you can see, there's Iruka gives a nice buff. Fire Main gives status reflect, good control with shields. Shisui has good damage and a barrier, and Itachi supports Shisui, double attack and let's see, debuff remover, but it's only 1. That's okay. Fire Main's got the rest. So Shisui, you know, he does his thing, and then we now have a bond mystery from Itachi for extra standard attack, I believe. Not standard attack, extra mystery that does area damage. So it's a very good damage team, you know, Shisui with the control, offensive control. But the point of this team is to deal enough damage so that you're able to just knock out the other opponent. You know, most of his team, at least. Control's not so much, because only Shisui is there. But the damage is something to contend for. The weaknesses of this team is other control teams, other high damage teams that have stronger durability, and yeah, any combination of control, damage, and durability can probably knock out this team. It's pretty sad that this team can only hit, I think, cage level now in arena, depending on who you fight, of course. But it's still a good team to use. Shisui is now more free to play, so you can sort of get him in events and stuff. He's not as costly as the meta ninjas anymore, but he's still a good support for some of the meta ninjas, so be on the lookout for him. Alrighty guys, so I've presented actually 7 teams. I would like you guys to pick out your favorite. Maybe you can improve on one of these teams as well. And yeah, just pick one, comment below which one you like the most, maybe your second favorite if you want. My personal favorite is, pause the video and choose before I say, because I don't want to sway you guys. But my favorite would probably be the one on the bottom. Alright, that's one heck of a I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking, but a fire main, that's just something you don't see very often. This is all with broken through ninjas and free to play ninjas. I thought it was just fun to look at, fun to fight against. And yeah, leave a comment below and tell me which one you guys like the most.